Right, I've had a bit of an issue with this underlay stuff. Basically, I don't know if you can sort of see, it's collapsed in a few areas. I think it reacted badly to the spray adhesive that I've got, and it messed up the foam underneath this. But I think I can get away with it. Obviously a bed is going to go pretty much all the way down that side. This is the only side that's going to have that you'll sort of be walking on, or you'll see the lino. So I think I'll get away with it. This side isn't as bad as this bit here. I must have just sprayed more glue down here for whatever reason. But yeah, another job I keep forgetting about. I've got to fit a one of these 240 volt inlets. It's going to go here or here somewhere. I'm not 100% decided yet. I'll have a look at that in a minute. But obviously I'll need access into this side, so I'll do that now before I and then it's just done and finished, and I can put that panel up back on whenever I want. So yeah, it's the electricity, the 240 volt input now. Right, there you go. I've just jigged that out and tidied it up a bit with a file. Very simple, very easy. I'm just going to dab up the bare metal with some random touch-up car paint I've got with me. What's this? This is silver. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be seen. It's just to treat the bare metal. So yeah, that'll be fitted very shortly. Righty-ho. There is the lino down. Like I said before, I'm not worried about these wheel arches. They're both going to be covered. Those doors are going to have windows, and I'm probably going to fit curtains, and then I'm probably going to fit a panel round to cover all the white stuff. There's a few little remaining bits of white stuff. I'll probably just paint those out dark, so they'll be pretty much unnoticeable. Same as these tiny little panels here. I don't think I'm going to bother carpeting them. I might do. I've got to just tidy up this back bit, fit it under the seal, which again is easy work. I've just put a picture on, and I utilised a bit of the space behind that, and I've made a sort of quite useful pocket. It's reasonably big actually behind there. So yeah, things are moving. Very happy with that. I'm now building the bed unit, so I'll show you that now. Right, I'm part way through building this sliding bed unit. I won't bother explaining how it works. You'll see it when it's finished. It's quite technical actually, and it's, the instructions are like, fit into the pre-existing holes, and they're not pre-existing. They've obviously messed up on this. This wasn't, this is, it's good high grade ply. It's not some MDF cheapo thing. It's not a cheap product. But they've messed it up a bit. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I've got all the kit, so I can do that. But yeah, I think it'd be a bit challenging for someone who wasn't quite as well set up as I am here. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with the instructions, and they've obviously missed out some of the processes. But I'm not going to, I'll probably send them an email just to make them aware. But I'm just going to build it. I'm not going to muck about with this. I'm pretty happy with it though. Generally, the quality is very good. It's all this sort of, I think it's 15mm ply. It's all that. There's no smaller pieces. The fit is very good with the bits that they have channeled in. So it's a good product. I'm happy with it. It's just like I say, they've missed out some of the some little bits on it. So I've done one of the units now. I'm going to make the other one and then just test fit them into the back of the van. So I'll show you that shortly. Right, there you go. That's one of the units in. I'll try and give you an idea of scale. I had to muck around a little bit to get it in. I'll show you. Very good quality these are. They are. It is nice. If you see the back there in the back corner, I had to jig a bit of that out just so it fits on the it fits in that little space there. It wouldn't have fit otherwise. It possibly would have fit if I didn't have the insulation. So again, it's not a difficult job, just a little bit of jigging. So yeah, it doesn't come with the mattresses, this kit, which I'm not really fussed about. That little cutout that I did there, I did measure that up before, so I knew that it would clear. But this, with a 2 or 3 inch mattress on top, that might be a bit covered, but it doesn't matter. That's just something I'll put there. So there are basically 2 of these. It's 180 centimeters in length. I'm a bit taller than that. I'm about 190 odd. So I'm going to have to fit a little bit at the end, which I was expecting to do anyway. And this pulls out like that and extends it as a sort of small double bed. So you'll see now it doesn't go back in because this is just flat-ended wood on flat-ended wood. So I'm going to have to sort of make this so that it'll just slide back. Probably what I'll probably do is just cut some little pieces to put in here so it guides it up. It's a bit fiddly, but and they should really have done that, but it's quite a simple job. So yeah, these open up as well if you want. So that's only trial fitted in at the moment. It's not. Let me just sort of lift and push at the same time. It goes back. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I'm just going to knock the other one up now and trial fit that as well. Right, there you go. That's just the bed loosely fitted in. It's 65 centimeters wide, closed, 110, fully open. Like I say, I'll have to re-engineer this a little bit so I don't have to sort of lift and push, if you know what I mean. I trial fitted that little low down forward bulkhead. It just neatens up the front a bit and it allows me some useful storage, just to chuck tools and junk behind there. I'm umming and ahhing about whether to put in, I've got a bulkhead for the driver's side, just like one of those frame bulkheads, which I may fit in because I may be able to use it for storage. However, there you go. That is, I haven't measured that yet, it's at least 20 centimeters, which means I'll obviously add something on here, continuing it onto 110. So when I pull these out, I've got 110 by 2 meters, which will be a decent size, and this, it'll be some kind of storage unit, you know, so that should be quite nice. That's another job, but yeah, so I'm quite happy with the way this is going. This is the bit I like, you know. I've done the legwork. It's now time for the, you know, the nice finishy type stuff, which I really enjoy. I think most people do. The legwork is just a chore. This can be mounted in several different ways. That's a continuation of the wheel arch thing. That will just be covered or something. I won't just leave that like that. But yeah, there's a cavernous amount of room underneath the unit. So plenty of room for bedding and junk. And I'm also going to do a little bit of electrical work under there. The electrics of this are going to start off very simple. I've got an electric feed, an exterior point, which will basically just provide me with 240 volts inside when I need it. I'm not using a leisure battery, as I've said before, so what I will do is I'll fit one of my little units which takes a 240 input and provides 13.5 volts out. I've got a couple of them at work, they were chucking them out, but that, when I plug in the mains tail onto the van. That will be charging the battery and basically providing DC as well as the AC. So yeah, that's something that will be quick and easy to knock up. Unfortunately, to access that, I left the 12 volts behind that panel, so I'll just have to quickly move the bed, take off the panel. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress this is now making. Right, so that is the bed erected anyway. I haven't put it in properly yet, and I can't at the moment because one of my other plans, obviously you'll see I've left this sort of undone at the end because it doesn't really matter. What I'm going to have in the back here is pretty much a full width drop down, like tailgate seat if you like. I've got these things on the side. I'm going to put 4 heavy duty hinges on the bottom, but they won't be taking the weight. It's those either side that will be taking the weight. Sort of like a tailgate on a Range Rover. It's going to be about 30 centimetres wide by about 120 odd, and it'll just drop down. And then, like I said before, I've got plans to have pull-out units which will go over it, either that side or both sides. I'm undecided on that yet. I've got my brother coming up this weekend. It's now what is it, Wednesday, so he's coming down on Saturday to do some woodwork, mainly in there, but just other bits of woodwork that he can help me with because he's got all the gear. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look now at making this. I might not fit it yet, but I'll knock up this bench seat. Right, I'm sort of measuring it up now on a piece of offcut ply from the flooring. I've also got some high density foam which was left over for when I fitted out my boat, my little boat that I made for last summer, which I've still got, and which I'm going to also incorporate into a bit of a funky design into this van. So it's going to be a sort of adventure van type of deal. But yeah, what my master plan is, I've got some sort of heavy duty hinges here. I'm going to have 4 of them along this. So yeah, it's just a case of measuring out and cutting the wood now. Like I say, then I've got enough there to do what I want to. I'm going to have to sort of cut it up and jigsaw it a little bit to get it to fit, and then I'll probably just spray adhesive it. I'm not sure what I'll use for the cover yet, but I've probably got something kicking about in here, so failing that I might have to buy something, but I think I've actually got some stuff. So I'm going to get sawing. Right, there you go. That is the rear seat I've made. I actually used the carpet in the end because I didn't have enough of other materials, but I did use a Cordura backing just to make it look nice, because as you know, I do like to make things look nice. So there you go. Right, that is about where this is going to go. I've refitted in this sort of bulkhead protector thing for the driver only. It fits nicely even with that mini bulkhead thing that I fitted, but that will be good for, I might even panel it out with some carpeting stuff and make some storage compartments or something. I'll do something pretty trick with that, I think, but there's room to. This here is 29 centimetres. I only wanted 20, so I'm obviously not going to fit something else that's like 9 centimetres. This will almost certainly just be a big box for, it's basically going to run up to 110, so it'll basically be the header for this bed when it's extended. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I'll hopefully again do something pretty trick with it. But that's me for the day now. That's a bit of work knocked off. It's obviously starting to take good shape now, which I'm pretty happy about. So I'll be very much ready for when my brother comes at the weekend to do some sort of nicer finished woodwork. on the passenger side, as I mentioned. He's got tools and kit for that sort of stuff that I haven't really got, so you know, that'll be a bit of a sort of bit of work, a bit of sort of fiddly nice work, finishy type stuff, storage solution. So yeah, it'll be good to do that, and I'm ready for that now, so it's full steam ahead. More of the finishing work, which is, like I say, a nice place to be. So see you later. Right, morning. It's bloody cold on the farm this morning, but I'm waiting for my brother to arrive. He'll be here in a couple of hours or something like that. So I'm just finalising a bit of the prep work at the moment and busying myself generally. So what I've done here, or what I'm in the process of doing, is just giving a bit of an edge, a bit of a chamfer, or whatever you want to call it, to those, so that two units slide together. Basically just a bit of re-engineering of something that should be already fully functional, but I don't mind. I've got Big Nasty on the go there with a sanding disc, and it makes very light work of it. So I'll just do that one, and again trial fit them back in, just so that everything's sort of in there for when Warwick comes up to see what room he's playing with, etc. Right, I've been getting busy with the Osmo oil. All these bed carcasses have been given a good lick of that, which is quite a job. As you can see, they're quite complex bits of kit, but my brother's here now and he's cracking on with internal woodwork, so we'll go and have a look at that now. Right, that's Warwick, and we're sort of getting on with the internal woodwork to a soundtrack by Bob Dylan, live. Right, that is about 5 odd hours work done. I have the brother and his big van, his purposeful van, and we're now just having a quick Heineken, and that's what we've done. It's the carcass of my sort of desk storage unit. It's got
right, there you go.
Deep
just
thing,
jigged that out,
basically the cooking
a bit with a
stuff.
file. Very
And
simple,
like a
very
worktop
easy.
which I can fit
I'm just
a
going to
cooker to. So
dab
that's
up
the
the
sort of
bare
desk
metal
unit
with some
done.
random
Beds, which
touch up car
Osmo
paint I've got with me.
comes out under there, so that is,
doesn't
you know,
matter.
if
It's
I have
not
a
really
foot
seen,
spasm
it's
in the
just,
night, then I could catch
just
that.
to treat the bare metal.
But, so yeah, that'll be fitted very shortly.
You've got to see this.
I think it's now time to for a bit of a reveal. As I said in the first video, I'm going to have a bit of a theme with this camper, just for a bit of fun really. Basically it's a Bond theme, so I'm going to have a Bond themed camper van. So I'm going to fit some trick stuff and some gadgets and bits and bobs, but I'll reveal now the first trick little bit. So here we go. If I show you this,
It's a nice little picture, Salvador Dali.
that's a print of Salvador Dali painting. Most of the Bond villains have sort of classic artworks or whatever, but this isn't their normal fare. But I've picked this more for the title rather than the picture. The title of this piece is Moment of Transition. So Warwick, if you'd like to transition it, there you have my Bond desk.
Makarov.
It's not a PPK, it's a Makarov, but it's close enough for most people. So there you go. That's the first of many funky little features that this van's going to have. But yeah, Warwick's done all he could. We've run out of time and run out of wood. So I'm going to face off those units and do some other stuff the other side and muck about. But it's getting on a bit now. Warwick and I are getting thirsty and hungry. So yeah, that's it for the day, but some good work done, work that I would have really struggled with by myself, not having that sort of kit. So yeah, it's Sunday tomorrow and I'll be back here, so I shall see you then. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Warwick.
See you, boys.